Hey everyone. I think we are live. Day number 3 of our new year, new you challenge. Yes, it looks like we are live. And how's it going so far? I hope that you've been able to take an opportunity to at least read through some of the things that we've talked about so far. We've covered protein, we've covered exercise, and today we're going to cover stress. And like I've done the past few days, I'm going to try to keep this brief, but full of actionable steps that you can take. So, we're talking about stress. And listen, stress is something that we all have to varying levels. And one thing I like to be sure is clear is that some level of stress is good. In other words, the absence of stress is not healthy either. There has to be a balance somewhere in the middle. Now, practically, that is very hard to do. There may be some days where our stress level is at a 10, and other days where our stress level is at a 1 or a 2. But it is important for you to understand that your stress is a critical piece to the overall puzzle. And I want you to think of this and the things that we're talking about this week as the big rocks that have to be addressed before we get into the minutia. So what does that mean? I get questions sometimes maybe about protein powders or specific ingredients in certain foods. Xylitol is one that comes up, which is a sugar alcohol. And if you Google that, you'll see a lot of debate in the industry about it's good, it's bad, it's clean, it's not clean, it doesn't matter, it matters a ton. So what I would tell you is that is my watch is talking to me. I will tell you that is getting a little bit lost in the weeds before we take in the big picture. So I can't encourage you enough. If you find yourself really honing in on like certain things, like, am I doing what's better, elevated push-ups or knee push-ups? But we're not addressing these big rocks like stress. I just want to shift you a little bit. I want to shift that focus a little bit for you. So in the workbook that I sent out for the 5-day challenge, there is a breathing technique in there. I'm going to post another technique that I referenced in today's post about box breathing. Box breathing is one of my favorite things to do. It can take literally a minute or less than that if you'd like. And it's just something that allows you to center yourself and focus. And again, I can hear some of you saying, well, what is 1 minute of box breathing going to do for me? Well, this is how we build the consistency muscle. Okay. Every runner started with one step. Okay. When you started to, let's say, strength train, and you started with, push-ups, it starts with one push-up. A writer starts with writing one word or one sentence. You have to start somewhere, and starting small and finding things that are doable for you is critically important. So I'd love for you to all try box breathing. I would love for you to share what you do for stress relief. If you have, an app or a class that you attend or anything along those lines that might open the door for someone else, would love for you to share that. On that note, I want you to consider one other thing. If the nutrition plan or the exercise plan or the whatever plan that you may be following in your life is causing you more stress, I want you to reconsider that. This is something that I have passionately worked on for a very long time in my own coaching. I remember as a personal trainer working in the gym circuit, I'd literally like throw everything at a client. Like, let's try this exercise and let's try this diet and let's do this and let's do that. And I realize now, as a much wiser, more experienced personal trainer, nutrition coach, but also just more experienced in life, having turned 50 last year, and you just have more life experience, and you realize that sometimes the changes we want to make are causing more stress than the original problem. So consider that when you're looking into an exercise program, you're looking into a nutrition program, it should not induce more stress. Yes, change can put us in flux a little bit, but if it's causing a complete disruption, if it's a 180 turn from what you normally do, I would just caution you. I would caution you to be very careful, because it is very hard to build sustainable habits like that. In my Widow Unweighted coaching program, the first week, we're literally taking pictures of our food and drinking a glass of water when we wake up. And inevitably, and it's wonderful, but inevitably I get people like, I have to be doing more. Like, what else can I be doing? And my thought is, and I always say the same thing back, do this really well. Do this really well. Build some wins. And then we'll add something. And then we'll add something. And they quickly see that, we do make a lot of changes, but they are implemented very slowly over time so as to not induce more stress into your life. So I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Again, I am here for questions. I cannot stress that enough. Drop a comment here. Email me. Send me a DM here or over on Instagram. But I'm here to answer questions for you. I'm here to help clear up kind of the muck in the industry. And I really mean that. I want you to utilize me as a resource. So until tomorrow, have a fantastic day and try your box breathing. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.